Hello, Miss Julianne
Hello.
Puccini. Miss Julianne.
Hello, Katy-K. I'm so excited. I've just opened a bottle of bubbly because it's your book launch.
It is my book launch, The Modern Oracle.
Excellent.
And with me, I have Julianne Puccini, who's going to be interviewing me today about this book and asking all the questions. And here is number one daughter, Chloe. Move over, Chloe, come in close. And so I'm looking forward to this book launch today. We're just going to wait for some people to join us and come to watch our book launch and join us on it. And so hopefully we can have some fun while we're doing this, and we're live. And if you're watching this back, we're only live when the word live is there. So we're just hoping some viewers are going to come in to join us. There's so many people commenting and messaging me today saying, can't wait for your book launch, I'm coming in to see you. Giselle from Hawaii, thank you for the birthday wishes. Gorgeous girl. You know, if we didn't have COVID, I'd be over there launching my book in Hawaii, because I've launched my other decks there as well. And it's a very spiritual place, Hawaii. We do have our own spiritual areas as well. So if you're there, say hello to us so we can see you, because later on we're going to do some one-card reads for you and give you messages like we normally do once a month, but you get a bonus this month. You're going to get more than one. And we will also, I'll read a little bit about the book for you so you can see how it reads. And I want to just say thank you to everyone that has already bought my book. It's so exciting, and the numbers are growing. Hello, Katie O'Neill. Do you want to say hello, Chloe?
Hello.
And hi, Moira. It's good to see you. Now, we have two chihuahuas here that have just been over guarding, and so that's where Chloe's disappeared to. She's gone off to get the chihuahuas.
Katy-K, I just want to say a big happy birthday to you, because yes, I see the beautiful roses in the background and the love heart, and it's so fabulous. You know, you're a Valentine's baby, and the love that you express to all. So happy birthday, Katy-K. I'm sure everyone is going to wish you a happy birthday as well, just while we're waiting for people to come along. Clink, clink, clink. Yeah, so that's fabulous. All right, so I'm actually going to ask you some questions about your book, Katy-K. And we want to wait a little
for people to come in. Giselle says you're stunning, Chloe.
Oh, thanks, Giselle.
Yes.
That's so lovely.
So kind.
Yeah. Hello, Meredith. Thank you for joining us. And Lisa. Yes, I look forward to serving as many people today with readings. And Julianne, my sister, and Chloe, my daughter, will be choosing who gets the reading, because it's easier for them to do when I'm in that space doing the readings. And again, then it doesn't look like it's biased in any way. Hello, Olga. So we're seeing a few start to join us. There's probably others that are joined but aren't saying anything. So if you're there, just put a little comment or an emoji so we can see you there. And we're going to start in just a couple of minutes with that. Jules.
Hey, so let me know, what have you been doing for your birthday today, just while we're waiting for people to come across?
Oh, look, I had the most amazing dinner with my family last night. It was just perfect. We went to a little Italian place in Brisbane, and it is called Marinara's. I really recommend it. And you wouldn't, it was great. You wouldn't believe how many people had birthdays there. We're starting to think it was a bit of a rort, because every few minutes someone else had a birthday, the lights go off, everyone's cheering.
They sing happy birthday very loudly and turn all the lights off. So I guess, the attention's all on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's really good. But we were singing happy birthday to a lot of people. And
so
it was good.
So I want to just ask you a question. I see that you've got your book there. Can you just tell us the title of your book, like the full title?
As you can see there, The Modern Oracle, How to Tap into Your Unique Psychic Powers.
That's awesome. And I believe last year you also did an article in one of the psychic magazines.
I did.
about how to be more intuitive.
I did.
Yeah, and there's a few people that are online who've probably seen that magazine or have worked with you before, Katy-K. And I know that when people read that article, they're often really inspired, because I think within all of us there's this psychic intuition. So it's going to be amazing. It looks like you put everything you know, and maybe you've left some out, but into the book. So what a privilege for all of us. It looks like you've got people ringing you, have you?
I know, people are ringing. And being that we're novices at this, I'm scared that if we let them in, how do we manage it all and what happens? But I'm happy that you're all joining us. And yes, I remember your comment when you edited the book for me, did the pre-edit, Jules, and you said, "You're giving away all the secrets." And I said, well,
yes, I did say that.
Yeah, that's what we do. The people want to know the secrets. You've got to tell them everything and how to do things. It's not about just selling a book and telling them nothing. This book is going to teach you how to move forward. Oh, look at this.
Lorraine's joined us.
Yeah, what'd she say?
Thanks, Lorraine. I am feeling much better. Thank you. I had surgery in January and December, but I'm on the mend, so thank you very much.
And thank you for all those that prayed for Chloe as well, and that was really lovely too, really lovely. You can see she's looking very healthy.
Yes, much better. Yeah. Thanks to everyone who prayed.
Gorgeous girl. So Katy-K, I'm feeling like, do you want to wait just a couple more minutes, or would you like to sort of get started and people will join us as we go?
Yeah, I think people will join us, and they'll also be able to watch the replay as well.
Definitely.
But before we start, I just want to say Mercury's in retrograde. Mercury is my enemy according to my natal chart with astrology. I have my own personal astrologist, my cousin Caroline, my good friend Moira Hunter. She is a wonderful astrologist, and she's doing the Vedic type. And so they let me know what's going to be happening, because I don't do astrology. That's a huge science to study, but they look out for me, and Mercury is my enemy. So things just keep going wrong with electronic communication. And today we went and had some lunch at Grilled, and they said, bring your app up, and the app would not work. We took it off, we brought it on.
Well, hers didn't work, mine worked.
Yeah.
Mercury must love me. I don't know.
Mercury's fine with her.
So that's so funny.
Yeah.
Chloe, I'm wondering, can you just get a little bit closer to your mummy?
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Like, go that way a little bit. A little bit more. Yeah.
It's like, there we go.
It's just your face is so beautiful and stunning, and we're just seeing half of your face. But I don't know. Yeah, just there. Yeah, that's beautiful, because we don't want to miss you. All right. So yes, Mercury in retrograde, but that's, you know, with the season. And I'm glad Maura's on here too. But there's lots of wonderful things that have brought you to this moment. And I just want to congratulate you, Katy-K, on your book. I know that you have put your heart and soul into this book, and it's fabulous that you're launching it on Valentine's Day. So it's such a gift to us, actually. You're giving a gift to people all over the world, that they'll be able to purchase your book and find out some of your home truths about being more psychic and intuitive, and how we can ourselves tap into our psychic abilities. And I just want to say thank you, because for the last 3 to 4 years, I've really sat underneath your tutelage, and I've learned so much from you, and I'm forever grateful. I know I've been a guinea pig at times, but thank you so much. And I know there's people watching now who've also sat alongside of you, and we just respect you so much, and we value you as one of, you know, key spiritual people in our lives. So thank you for that. So I would like to know, when did you decide to write the book, or to put it all into chapter form, and to actually write a book? When did you decide, and what prompted you to write the book?
Well, probably it started with, I wanted a one-on-one teacher. So I'd read about another psychic that had gone to psychic school for one-on-one teaching, and I wanted that, could not find it, end up at the Arthur Findlay College, and every time I learnt a lesson there, I would write it down, bring it back here, and I was teaching one-to-one. So all those lessons became a binder about this thick. And that was probably more than 10 years ago. And I decided that I was going to put it all in a book because my students were saying, you should put all this in a book so we can all share it. And then what happened was my inner voice said, well, no one knows who you are. Who's going to buy this book? So then Spirit channeled through decks to me. And as you know, the first deck was the Modern Oracle, as you can see there. And the second deck was the Modern Oracle of Essential Oils. And then when we went into COVID, I just really felt that this book needed to come out. And so I gathered all the stories, and meanwhile, if I'd done it 10 years ago, it wouldn't have been as good. So this worked out, the right opportunity, right time to do it. And I then just started putting them all together, and it just flowed. It was the right time. And I wanted to share, and as you know, Jules, my philosophy is to make everything easy and bring it into these times. It doesn't need to be a secret. It's there to be shared, and it's there to help others grow. And so, you know, you can buy a book on protection and how to protect yourself that's about that thick, but the bottom line is it takes just a few minutes, and it doesn't have to be that hard. So I'm bringing everything into this modern times to make it so much easier for you all. And in this book, there is a lot of exercises as well as how I prove that they work, because I've always been a skeptic. I've always said, if this is so, then show me why, or show me how, prove it. And I've said that to the spirit world, and every time there's some example that's come out or something that's happened that proves that. And so you'll find in this book all the stories that prove that this exercise I give you actually work.
Yeah, that's amazing. And I just want to just say to all the people who are jumping on board here that you can actually do courses with Katy-K. For the people who are novices in this area, this book is actually such a fantastic starting point, because you can do courses about the Modern Oracle, about the Modern Oracle of Essential Oils, or about other aspects. I know you've done chakra courses and numerology and so forth. So for the beginner person, but also for the person who just wants to get inside of, you know, the journey of Katy-K, here you've got it in this one text. And really, I have edited the book, and I have read it, and I have loved it, and it's just been so gripping, like each chapter. But the little life stories that you share, the real stories that happened to you, that brought you to an understanding of your own giftings, and then how that affects, you know, some of your family members as well, but more importantly, how you have tuned into your own skills and seen them in action. And I really am excited by this word proof, because people are always wanting proof. You know, how will I know? And I think as anyone who is in this medium psychic world, even if you're reading cards for people, you're always going, oh, I need the proof that this is, you know, what I'm saying is correct. And so this is a thread through your book. What can the reader expect? Like you mentioned some of the stories, but what are some of the things the reader can expect from your book?
Okay, well, I have learnt through my guides and my team that there are special places that you can be that can move you forward energetically. So towards the back of the book, I've actually written about ley lines and special places that you can go to, sacred sites, and how they work. And you know, when you go to those places, it may not be an obvious place. It may just be that it's there's a highway there, but you get paused in that area in that time because it's time to make that upgrade. And I know when I was in Hawaii, I had a lady that didn't want to have her reading in the city. She wanted to take me out to a sacred site. And so her reading ended up being one of the longest ones I've ever done, because we're in this car and I'm doing this reading along the way, and we're on a 4-lane highway. I think it was about 4 lanes, and there's all these mountains to the side, and the energy was amazing. We got stopped at a set of traffic lights, and while we were there, the lights, the 3 rotations didn't change. And the lady's saying, I don't understand why we're being delayed, why these lights aren't changing. And I felt all this energy come in, and that energy I feel when there's a shift happening. And so I was stuck there until they were finished with the shift. And as soon as we took off, I said to the lady, sweet potatoes are my favourite food. And she looked at me and she said, oh, I've actually got some cooking in the oven and I thought we'd swing by my place to pick them up so we could have a bit of a snack while we're at this sacred waterfall. And it was just amazing that that happened. And so I knew I'd had an upgrade, but then the next thing that happened was I said to her that she should work with the Merkaba. And on the radio at that time, and it was a mainstream radio, the word Merkaba came out of the speakers. And she looked at me and I looked at her, and it's not a word you would hear on mainstream radio or TV.
Yeah.
And there was the confirmation. So when you go to these special places, they may not look special. I mean, when the roads were built, those people didn't know there was a sacred ley line or a vortex or whatever in those places.
Yeah, that's amazing. So you have a whole chapter on ley lines. What other chapters can we expect, like within the book? Even if you were to turn to the list of chapters, just run down through some of those so our listeners can sort of get an idea. And ley lines are something that I've come to know more about, and especially the vortexes. But yeah, what are some of those chapters that you have written into the book for the readers?
Well, just before I say that, I want to tell you that everywhere I travel, and I travel to a lot of sacred places, I take these decks along with me. And I take the prototype with the intention that whatever energy I pick up is going to go into these cards. And if you talk to people, there's so many people that keep writing me and saying how accurate they are, and they keep growing. And some of the psychics actually feel the change in the deck after I've been to a sacred place to infuse the energy in there with the intention it'll go to any deck that's ever been produced. So I just wanted to add that, and there's an exercise on how to find ley lines in the book as well. Yes, so you know, one of the chapters is the shutdown, and it talks about how I was psychic as a child and there was an event that shut me down, and how when I did come back into this and I couldn't stay away from the energy, and how it evolved and how I nearly drove my poor husband crazy. I also teach you to keep a psychic journal of everything that happens, how you can become more psychic. There's tools there to see how far you are along on your journey. About my first time at what I call Hogwarts, which is the Arthur Findlay College, that's the nickname. People always ask me, is there psychics in the family? And do you have to be born a psychic? And I answer all those questions. And about trust and belief and intention, they're the main core parts of developing your psychic abilities. You need to trust, you need to believe, and you need to have the intention that you want to do that. About how you're unique and everyone has their own powers and we cannot compare them. I know my daughter Chloe, she looks at someone and can tell what sex the baby's going to be when they're born. Now, I don't have that gift, but she's really good at it. And she's shaking her head and looking at me and saying, don't out me, Mum, don't out me. But yeah, so we all have our own little strengths. And of course, I go through all the different psychic powers, your clairsentient, clairaudient, clairvoyant, and I go through all those as well. And, you know, how I proved that meditation was real, how to protect yourself psychically, setting the intention, how I channel and how you can too, and how I proved life after death. I teach you how to do a reading, and the tips that I give my students, especially my one-on-one students, the tools that you can use, signs and synchronicities. You know, I've always said to the spirit, well, show me a sign. And Chloe, we were going past something yesterday and we were talking about something, and there it was in the window as we went past the shop.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what it was. It happens frequently to us though, doesn't it?
Yeah,
But
it does.
I'm just trying to think what exactly. We'll come back to that.
We'll come back to that. Animal communication is a really, really good one. I often get calls from Chloe and she's saying, one of her dogs is doing this. What do you think it is, Mum? And I'm thinking, gosh, you know.
I'm like, talk to my dog for me and work out if I need to go to the vet or not, you know.
Yeah. But also Chloe rings me when she's not well, because what happens is I go through all her symptoms. And I just wish she would stay healthy because I'm a bit over it.
And often she knows, you know, my last little trip to the hospital, I called Mum and she said, no, I think this is definitely a hospital visit. And I was sort of like, oh, I don't know. I don't think I'll be in hospital this time. But sure enough, I was in emergency surgery that night and you knew. So
I did, because I woke up in pain and she'd been in pain since 5 a.m. that morning, and my pains didn't stop until they announced they were going to do surgery and drugged her up.
Wow.
And then the pain.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
how you can do those things, you know, how you get to learn those synchronicities and what they mean. And, you know, life as a psychic, talking about that, because, you know, people think you walk around on all the time and they can just come up and ask you a question. And I often get stopped in a supermarket, you know, I'm going to be getting this loan, this is going to be okay. But if I was on all the time, it's like leaving the gas stove on. It's always burning away and you run out of energy. The gas runs out and you get depleted. Yeah. And also you're not meant to look at people and into their business, or they won't want to be with you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really, yeah, exactly. And you know what I love about what you're saying is that you're really, like we said before, letting us in on a secret. And yeah, I think there's going to be people really inspired by the book, and they'll be able to use it and sort of say, oh, actually, I felt like that, or I've had that happen to me. And just acknowledge, like you talked about the shutdown, but just acknowledging that you did have that gifting. And some people, you know, maybe a little bit unsure about their own gifting. So I think this book will actually, you know, be a revelation to many as well. So that's awesome. Now, how can people get your book, and how much is it going to cost, and when is it going to be available?
Okay, so it's $29.95, but for 24 hours, I've arranged that you can get it at the pre-launch price of $19.95 plus $5 postage within Australia and $10 for overseas. And the book, well, you know how I said Mercury's in retrograde and there's delays? It's being printed in Melbourne. Melbourne's gone down into lockdown again. And so what's happened is I'm supposed to have the book right now. Because Melbourne keeps going into lockdown, the poor printers get behind. They're assuring me before they went into this lockdown it was going to arrive at the end of February and I'd be able to get it out to you all. And so I'm apologising that it's not ready to send out right now. But this pre-launch, I always said it was going to be on my birthday. And so we're going to offer it for $19.95. You go to my website, which is written down there, www.katy-k.com.
Excellent.
See that there?
Yeah.
You can order the book there. It's under the tab, The Book. And so you can find it really easily. If you are wanting it signed before it's sent out, please drop me an email or a messenger and I'll add you to the list and make sure that your book is signed. If you want it dedicated to someone, just drop me an email and I will do that as well. And I see our other sisters there.
Yes.
Oh, hello.
She says, hello, family. So Linda's there. Hey?
Honey Linda.
Wow, lovely to see you.
Awesome.
Yes.
And I know that Linda will be very excited to read your book, being an avid reader and a bit of a psychic herself, but probably she's not tapped in. So this will be a wonderful book for you, Linda, to get your hands on. Yes, that's awesome. So people want
to see what we said about what I said about it.
If people want to get your book, so they just go to www.katy-k.com. And I believe that you've got some sort of like incentives as well for some draws for those people who have bought your book or who do buy your book today. Do you want to talk a little bit about those? Because that will probably make everyone a little bit excited and happy to go and make the purchase as well.
Okay, so all the books are bought through PayPal. So we have everyone's order listed on PayPal, and anyone that buys the book today, we will see on PayPal that they have bought the book. they'll all be added, and then we have a computer-generated number. So wherever you are on the list, the computer spits out a number, and those people will win the prizes. Then we'll announce the winners in my Sunday email that goes out every week. And the prizes are free meditations of my courses and meditation site. There will be a free course. There's going to be healing mandalas, which I'm very passionate about, because a lot of people from overseas buy my healing mandalas, and around Australia. They're channeled for the person. There's no two alike, and they are programmed for whatever their issue is. Now, some of them just say, I want one, and I tap into spirit, and they decide what is needed for you. And then others I will make for different reasons, like there's ones for spiritual growth, for healthy eating, for healing your heart. There's many different ones, and they take a bit of time. Now, they retail for $50 on my website, so they're good price.
And they're personalised as well.
Yes.
Tell people what a mandala is, so that some people might not be aware of what they are.
Okay, so healing mandala you can purchase off my website as well, but it's a set of symbols and colours that when you tune into it, and it is tuned to you and channeled for you, but when you get the healing mandala and say this is it, you're going to absorb the numbers and colours into your third eye and draw them down to your heart. And each one has a different script. Now, the script is not up to me. It might be that you have to look at it, gaze at it for 2 minutes or 1 minute. And Jules has got one of the very first ones that I did, and it wasn't in colour, and she loved it. And tell us how it worked for you, Jules.
Yeah, so I just happened to have it stored away. You know how I keep everything. So I had it stored away in a nice, safe place. And you can just see there that the mandala's in the centre. So this would be like 8 years ago, I think. It was, a fair time ago. And basically, Katy-K will, channel the images, but within the images, there is an energy. And basically, you just look into the mandala, and it's a form of meditation. So mine was a healing mandala. The sun will shine if you let it. Focus on the positives. Let go and let God. And this was around the time that I had my breast cancer. And it was one that I did really use daily for quite a long time. And when I would look deep into the mandala, it just brought a peace and a harmony. And it was 3 minutes, 3 times a day for 30 days. So yeah, that's it there. But you do them in colour now.
Yes.
And I think you laminate them as well. Yeah.
We're just picking up some examples of some.
Yeah, and so I do them in colour because as I grew and the colours went, so did the mandalas, and so they became even more. There was more in them, and yeah, so they were really good. If you just go back there, you should see some.
Okay.
But yeah, there's all different signs and symbols. I'm actually going to put some videos up of me doing the mandalas so you can see how they develop and grow and why they're there. And we've got Mercury in retrograde happening again because we know they're on there and they're back that way.
Oh, they're back that way.
Yeah. And so finding them is...
They disappeared.
They disappeared.
Magic.
So that's probably telling us to keep going. So that's one of the prizes, as well as you said some meditations, a course or two. But all of these things you can actually purchase. But, if you decide you're going to buy a book, you'll go into the draw, and there's not just one prize. There's a few prizes that Katy-K is going to draw for any of the first timers who, within this launch. And if you've already purchased a book, the launch period, there was pre-launch and then launch, and I don't know if you're going to launch again, but when the book actually comes, but you'll be in the draw there. So that's awesome. And what did you want to do today, Katy-K? You've got your beautiful book. People got the opportunity to go and purchase the book, get in the draw. You said the prizes, the winners will be announced on Sunday, next Sunday newsletter. What did you want to do right now? I know that you had something you're going to bless us all with your cards and your readings. Or did you want to say one final thing about the book and then move on to that?
Yeah, with the book, I find that you will really enjoy it. At the back of the book, I've put some offers in there so that you get discounts off some of my courses because, you know, I've got Psychic Development 101. I've got many meditations for helping different things. The meditations are only $10, but you can buy a bundle, 3 for $25. And on special occasions, I will have discounts happening so you can get them even cheaper. We had one just recently where for a whole day we took a percentage off. So I just want you all to know that there is lots happening and you will enjoy the book. And it is written so it's easy to read. It's not all complicated. If there's a term in there, novices will be able to understand because I put in there. But always, you know, I never stop learning. I'll go to the opening of an envelope and very much it's a case of you need to keep learning. And I'll go to a beginner's class because I'll either be reminded of something or I will learn something I missed out, because it's not like school where you go through each grade and you've got a strong foundation as you build. Some people enter up further up in the foundation, don't know the basics and can come a cropper. So it's about rediscovering all those, learning some new skills that you may not have, and developing. This is all about developing your powers, not to be compared to anyone else.
Would you
The book
like to read a little bit of the book?
Yeah,
Or how
sure.
thick? Let's have a look. How thick is it?
That's the spine of it. Very readable.
Yes.
And it actually, I don't know, when I picked it up for the first time today, it feels really nice. I don't know, if you're a book lover like myself, you just love the feel of a good book.
Yeah.
So feels good, smells good, ready to read.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So let's hear a little bit of the book,
Yeah.
Katy-K. Do you want to read a little bit from the preface or
yeah, I
something?
will. 183 pages, 40,000 words.
Woohoo.
So it's no little book at all.
It's not a little book, no.
No. So I'm going to start with the preface. I won't read a lot because we're going to go on and draw some cards and give some readings out as well, especially for
Just
everyone.
give us a little taste of it.
Okay. So have you ever had that unsettled feeling that something is just not right, but you don't know what it is? A persistent feeling that just won't go away and sometimes gets worse with time, leaving you puzzled and sometimes fearful. Are you that person that has weird stuff happen to or around you? By weird, I mean some kind of physical, metaphysical woo-woo, unconventional beliefs regarded as having little or no scientific basis, especially those related to spirituality, mysticism, or alternative medicine. That's the Oxford Languages meaning of woo-woo. You know, unexplained events, lights flickering on and off when you enter a room, electronics doing their own thing and not responding in the way they should. That's all the time, especially when Mercury's in retrograde. Mm-hmm. Curtains moving when there's no breeze or reason for them to move. The radio or windscreen wipers in your car turning on unassisted. Or do you think of someone you haven't seen for some time and then they contact you? I could go on to list so much more. So, do you ever wonder why weird things are happening to you? Are you curious to explore more about yourself and your intuitive abilities? Are you starting to feel some changes happening around you? It would be easy to think that you're going crazy, or sometimes things are just not making sense. Well, you are not alone. All of the above are just a few of the things that drive me and those around me crazy. And I'm here to tell you that the more psychic you get, the crazier it can feel. So I'll only read a little bit, but I need to tell you the next book is about my crazy psychic life. It's called The Modern Oracle, Crazy Psychic Life, and honestly, sometimes you feel like you're going crazy because there's a lot of crazy things that happen. There's a lot of humour in that book as well.
Would you say this book is like Psychic 101, you know, like, but from Katy-K's perspective, and then book 2 will be like all of the crazy stuff, like that's the bit of the humorous stuff on the side there?
It is. It's Psychic 101, but it's more than that because I go into some advanced topics like animal communication.
Yes, definitely.
So it goes in further, but there are stories of proof, as I said. Yes, my crazy psychic life is just full of the things that you wouldn't believe if you didn't read about it. But I have many people to prove it. One of the things that happened, I don't know if this will go in the book, I pulled up at the office, turned the car off, and the windscreen wipers didn't stop. I had the key in my hand, walked inside, got my PA to come out. I said, my windscreen wipers won't stop and the car's not even going. She came out and she looked at it and she's going, what are you going to do? I said, I don't know. So I just said, stop it right now, and they did.
Yeah, and I was with you last weekend, and we were down in the car park with our beautiful sister Linda, and we were giggling our heads off, just being sisters. And you and I went upstairs to the hotel, walked down the corridor, and you told me that sometimes lights flicker. And we just walked into like this disco of flickering lights. And I said to you, what's going on? And you said, oh, there's someone here with us. And I'm sure Dad was with us on that weekend for sure. So, yeah, and I always remember you told the story about the hotel where the curtain rack fell. Yeah, and all of that sort of stuff that happens around you. So yeah, that's going to be really interesting. All right, let's do some readings.
Yes, that would
I think
be
people
great.
who are here, we want to thank you for coming to the book launch. You know where you can grab the book, and now let's just have a little bit of fun to end today.
Maybe we'll just where to get the book from. I'm seeing a couple of questions saying where can we buy the book. So under Jules, maybe
Yeah, so it's www.katy-k.com. And also, I'm just going to encourage Katy-K, after this book launch, you could post the link to your website so that people can get there quite easily. And anyone else who comes in will be able to find that there as well. Yeah, so that's awesome.
Yes, I want to thank everyone for the birthday wishes. I feel so spoiled. I spent 2 hours, 2 hours answering them all this morning, and now I'm just going to give a big thank you. I really appreciate you acknowledging my birthday and sending me birthday blessings, and I feel so lucky. I really do.
Yes, and just to mention, this is the third, gifting from Katy-K, the third offering that you have launched on your birthday. The first being the Modern Oracle, the second being the Modern Oracle of Essential Oils, and the third one now, your Modern Oracle book, tapping into your, how to tap into your, I never get that last bit, how to tap into your psychic
powers.
Your unique,
and I put unique powers. Yeah, unique is in there because we're not all the same. And I teach you in this book, do not compare yourself to anyone else.
Beautiful.
What you have is special, and you need to honor that and grow that and know that you will be special and unique in your own way. You don't compare.
All right, that's beautiful.
If you compare yourself to someone else, you'll never get started. You'll think they're always better.
Yeah.
So you don't want to do that.
So Chloe, I'm just going to ask you, because we're going to do this in tandem, would you like to pick someone who maybe has made a comment about, let's say someone who's made a comment about the book? So is there anyone in the feed that's made a comment about the book that's standing out to you, and we'll pick that person for our first reading?
Let's go with Meredith. Meredith Imhoff.
Okay, and what did Meredith say?
I can't
actually
wait
see the
to read my book, she said.
Awesome. So this is for Meredith, Katy-K.
Okay, so Meredith, I'm going to draw a card for you. I'm tapping Meredith's energy into the deck, and this is going to be a message for Meredith. And I want to say for the next 30 days that this will help you. So let's get a message. Oh, you're going to love this one. Lang Lang. Tell them what's special about Lang Lang, Jules.
So your Lang Lang is really a little bit about fun. You see there the words playful, a childlike, inner child, but it's very calming and relaxing. And if you've ever sort of been around essential oils or incense, your Lang Lang is one that people do use for meditation. So that's great. Yeah, so next 30 days, it looks like inner child needs to come to the surface and be more playful.
Take time to have some fun. They want you to have some fun, be childlike, have fun with those that you love, get in touch with your inner child. And I want to say, let your creative side out, Meredith, because you have this big heart. Start letting all the emotions go into your creative side, and it'll be helping as in a healing type of event for you as well. Your affirmation is, I take time to have fun and get in touch with my inner child. And I also want to just pull one from the Modern Oracle for Meredith. Let's see what we've got. Okay, it says, do not hold back what you contain within. Allow it to go out. Become more aware of your surroundings and what is happening for you at this time. And there's also going to be some improvement coming into your life. Check that out. So I hope that resonates. Who have we got next? I think
Chloe.
Jules, you pick someone out of, oh wait, you can't see it.
I can't see it.
Okay.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yeah, make a suggestion.
Yeah. Would you better pick someone who has just said they've purchased the book? Is there anyone who's either said, I've already got the book, or I've purchased the book?
Yes, I did see someone before. Let's have a look. I've seen a few people mention the book. Let's see.
And while she's looking, there is a mandala.
Oh, wow.
They're very nice.
And
I can't wait to get my new one.
Yeah, she's asked for an upgrade.
I've asked for an upgrade.
You did.
We want an upgrade. We've got Susan Fitzlin Maguire, who has said, I have already purchased.
Yay. So that's beautiful. So Katy-K, so that's Susan.
I will get on to her.
Susan, you're up.
Wow.
Right, so this is for Susan. I'm going to knock Susan in. And don't forget, you can purchase the book now, and there are benefits for you if you don't already have it. Buy it as a present, because after 24 hours, it'll be $10 dearer.
Right. It's good to know.
Susan, geranium, loving, trusting, tolerant. Nurture and love those in your life, hug those you love, and guide them with grace and ease. Your affirmation is, I love and nurture the people in my life who are important to me. The number 19 is there, which is a 10, which is 1. Jules, Chloe's trying to stop the glare for you.
Yes,
so you can all
see that. Yeah.
Now, I love geranium. Geranium's just the most amazing scent, and I put that oil in my washing, and it makes the clothes smell
That's why
really
it smells
beautiful.
so good when you do the washing. That makes sense.
So I'm just going to get one from here for Susan as well. And it says there's going to be some improvements coming up for you in your life.
Again, look at that.
Anything that you have been planning to do, now's the time to go for it. You will actually really, really benefit. So don't hold back. You've got 2 great cards there, so that is really good. So who else are we doing? What are we doing now? So, is there someone that just bought the deck that wants to say hello? And that'd be down towards the end, maybe.
Okay.
So we just had someone who bought the book.
Roulette.
Yeah, so we just had someone who bought the book. Now, I'm just wondering, did you say that Katy-K's astrologist was on board today?
She is. And
I feel
look at that. She
been going through a little bit. So
at least she froze with a good face. Yeah, there you're back.
You're back. We're back.
Isn't it terrible when you freeze and you're saying 2 and they see the wrong face?
Well, Mercury in retrograde, you saw it here, folks.
Yeah, you did.
I think it's happening because we've got rain happening here.
Oh,
but yeah. So it's
Moira Atkins has bought the book.
Beautiful.
Okay, so Moira, if you type up a question right now, Moira Atkins, I will answer it for you because you've just bought the book. So you get to ask a question.
Let's give her some time to type.
Yes, we'll give her some time to type.
And Chloe, how about you pick the next person? Just which name jumps out at you?
Katie O'Neill jumps out at me.
Katie O'Neill, thank you for purchasing the book, and also for you said somewhere that you use your cards all the time.
Yeah, she uses her cards. Well, her mum uses the cards every single day, and she wants to use hers more.
She's a bit slack.
That's what she said. She said, I'm a bit slack.
Yes, she's a bit slack, but she's going to improve.
But she's onto it. So
okay, so we're going to do Katie O'Neill. We're going to draw a question for her while we're waiting for Moira Atkins to either say she wants a general reading or a question answered, because my paper is showing me that she has bought a book today. Ooh. So let's see, who have we got? Basil. Katie, it is time for a fresh start. Create that new beginning. It's never too late to start again and allow transformation. Your affirmation is, I welcome new opportunities that improve and enhance my life. Number 3, it's about energizing now, rejuvenating, renewal, bringing all the things you want to do into play. By the way, this photo was taken in Italy when I was over there, and there was a lot of herbs in a shop, so I went in and I zoomed in on that one to get such a good picture.
It's an excellent photo.
It is, isn't it? It shows Basil as it is. You can almost smell it, can't you?
I know, well, it's right out in the garden. I can bring some in.
That's because it's right outside where we're sitting.
Yeah.
Can I just say about basil? Basil is that like rejuvenating oil, refreshing oil. It's very, it supports immunity, but it's fresh. You know, when we cut up that basil, it's that fresh zest kind of a feel to it. Yeah, so that's awesome. I love that. The fullness of basil is captured in that image, Katy-K. All right, do we have the question from Maura? Is she still with us?
Do, and you know what happened? I tapped her in, and the first card I pulled was this one. And look at her question. I would love to know if that special man I've been waiting for is coming into my life soon.
Ooh.
There you go. The cards know.
Man card.
And then the next one was, you need to focus on it. You need to make it what you want, because if you just stay home and wait, you'll get the repairmen, but they may not be available, so you don't want to do that. And it says when you focus on it and you allow yourself to be more open to it, because see, I'll teach you right now. See the open book? It's about being open to it. And see the magnifying glass? That's having a closer look at what you want. And when you learn to trust again, there is a golden opportunity coming up for you. Now, for those of you in COVID, you've got no chance. But if you're in lockdown, and I hope you're not one of them, Maura.
She's blunt. She's
oh yes, that's the
very blunt.
An oracle deck. Yeah, it's very blunt. Yeah,
very
to
blunt.
the point. That deck.
Don't ask
well, that
unless
was good.
You know.
All right. So what about the last person who commented? Can we give them a reading?
Katie O'Neill.
Okay.
She's giving feedback from that. So her birthday's on the 3rd.
Ah, so the number's very fitting for you.
Yeah, and she loves the photo of the basil.
Oh my gosh. You know, I just see you, Katie, going ahead in leaps and bounds now. You've turned the corner from whatever you were going through, and things are starting to pick up. You try not to take things to heart, because you had this big heart, but you allow people to hurt you, not intentionally. You're just super sensitive because you're a clairsentient. You're also a healer, and you are meant to be healing in this lifetime, because you've come from a lifetime of many healers. And you're here to change the way people think about things and to discover other ways of doing things. And you're very much a crystal child.
Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, how about this? The first person who could link in the Katy-K website into the comment box.
Oh.
So the next person, the first person to do that, will be the person who gets the reading.
Ready,
or
go.
The drop. Yeah, go. So Chloe, watching out to see who that person is.
Yeah.
And to do that, they might have to. Oh yes, they just have to remember the website, don't they?
So,
go to
if you
the
got your
website.
card nearby,
Yeah.
you could almost cheat on the back. You know.
Yeah, you could.
Type in what the
Pop it in that
website
one. Yeah. So the first one.
Have we got any?
I don't know. Is anyone out there keen? It takes a while sometimes, so we'll just elevator music.
Katie said in response to your just while we're waiting, she said in response to what you just said that she's got a new job teaching nursing at the uni. So
wow, that's it. Oh, look, someone's done it.
Marianne, we've got a winner.
Marianne has.
Yeah.
Yes, she has. Wow, let's just link into Marianne. Do you have a question, Marianne?
We'll give you a second to type that, Marianne.
Thank you, Leslie, for also putting it down as well. So giving you your question time, Marianne. I so much more enjoy this banter and togetherness rather than me sitting on my own doing one after the other. It makes it so much easier. Where are you, Marianne? I know you're there. She's probably
typing.
Probably thinking about a question.
Yeah.
Put on the
We'll give her a second.
Okay, while we're waiting for Marianne's question, do we have any male viewers for a reading? Do we have any male viewers?
Can you find
If you're a male viewer, I'm going to have a quick look. But if you're still with us and you're a male viewer,
say hello.
Say hello, say hi, anything.
And the questions come up while we're waiting for the male viewer to join us.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
It is, do you see us moving house soon? Oh, I love these questions. This is for Marianne Mazza. And will she be moving house soon? And what does she need to know? That's very important. Yes. Look at what we got. You've got some loose ends to tie up before you can move home, but you're keen to do it and you should be doing it sooner rather than later. The alarm clock's ringing and it's saying, hey, it's time to do this. You just need to communicate what you want and do it in a timely manner, and then it's all going to happen. You can do it, but if you change your mind, of course it won't. It's up to you. Not one negative card there. As soon as you're ready and you finish off all these loose ends that need tying up, you will be moving. Now, I do see that it will be an improvement where you go to, but there still will be some changes that you will have to make. So a little bit of money spent on this place doesn't have to happen straight away, but it will be good for you. And I also feel that don't doubt that you can do this. You need to put the intention out that you're ready to go to the right place and that'll be the right time for you. And on this card it says, let go of any doubt that prevents you from moving forward. So you will be moving. The word moving is on there.
Well, that's awesome.
So how good is that? And it'll be a positive direction. Have a look at that. So I hope that helps. Leave some feedback for us.
And
yes from the card.
28 on the bottom of the card, 2 and 8 is 1. So that's always about new beginnings.
New beginnings.
Yes, very much.
Oh,
okay.
Oh, we got a mail.
Oh, who is it?
Oh, no. Someone, Susan's saying, Peter, are you still there? Peter, are you still there?
Peter.
Hi, Peter.
Wait for Peter. Wait for Peter. Anyone with the birth?
We just got our mail.
Okay.
There he is.
Now, what does he want? What does he say?
Well, just a male viewer or a handsome Indian male viewer with the tongue out face. There you go.
Well,
I think we'll have to go for the handsome
Indian male
viewer with the tongue out face.
Very good looking. So if you're on the market, you need to contact Ahmed because he's just looking really good. You've got a question. What's your question, Ahmed?
We'll give him a second to type that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Marianne,
the next card will be drawn for the first person who says they were born in the month of February, which is a launch month for the book.
Okay.
Yes, so that'll be the next person. You've got to watch out, Katy-K. They need to, and Chloe, they need to say, I was born on February.
And then the date.
And if they could just, yes. Is that okay if they say the day?
Yeah.
Or just February. Just say
I was born in February. Yeah. And it's an honesty box.
So if you're born in March, don't type February.
Yeah, because Katy-K will know. She will know that you're not telling the truth.
You're not born in this month.
Well, I'll know that your need is great. Look.
Oh, yes. You'll know.
Oh, wow. Our male viewer is a February. He gets a double. There you go.
Yeah, but Marianne got to say.
We'll still take the February, but
yeah. So
what's your question?
February.
Ahmed is he is a February. He's got his questions coming up.
Is it?
Yep. He's just typing his question. Ahmed, you're typing your question, I trust.
Are you thinking into Ahmed? I think you are. So he will come up. He will come up. Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Marianne, thank you so much. I needed to hear that. Thank you for your feedback, Marianne. I really appreciate that. So I'm not seeing Ahmed's question,
Katy-K?
so maybe there isn't one. So I'm just going to go.
Can I just ask one?
Yes.
Can I just ask one thing about the feedback, and we get into that proof again that you talk about in the book. Why is feedback so important to someone who's working in their psychic ability?
Okay, no matter what level you're on, feedback lets you know that you're on the right path, that you're doing things. Imagine if you worked somewhere and they never gave you a review or mentioned how you're doing your job, and you would feel like, well, I'm doing this for nothing, or maybe I'm not doing good enough. And everyone needs feedback. You know, even if you're in a relationship, you want to hear that they're happy with the relationship. If you buy something, you want to know that whoever you gave it to liked it. So feedback's not an ego thing. It's something that shows appreciation, and it also helps, especially the newer psychics, know that, hey, you're nailing it, you're doing good, and you're moving forward.
That's awesome.
So that's a really interesting one. Now, Amit, I'm just going to wing it.
Should we give him a general?
Yeah, we're going to do that because he's not come in. So,
Amit, we hope you're still there because you're getting a general reading.
Yes.
Here you go.
This is for Amit, and we're going to get a question for.
What do the cards want Amit to know?
Yeah.
What do they want? And we've had
roll the dice, you know.
Yes, let's go. What do the cards want Amit to know? We're pulling them out.
Ooh.
Oh my God!
Triple threat.
Triple threat guy.
Oh, that's good.
Oh my God, so good. Your first card is good luck.
Wow.
Now this is saying whatever you want, you need to start wishing for, because you've gone through a phase where things haven't been so good, but you need to know the angels are working with you and that you are blessed and things are going to work out well. You need to find some more balance and think about what you want and where you're going, and there is going to be a very quick move coming up, and it's going to happen really fast before you even think about it. They're also saying it's okay to take your time to make sure you're going in the right place, but you're going to have to make a big decision for any opportunity that comes along. So Amit, movement, everything happening. There's our movement card. Have the confidence, because your spirituality is evolving and the angels are wanting to work with you.
That's awesome.
So, and work with your chakras as well. See the rainbow? Work with your chakras. What has he said now, Chloe?
He said, I'm good. Just want to wish you all the best for your book and that more and more people get blessed with your gifts. Thank you for being wonderful and amazing.
Oh,
That's so nice, Amit.
Oh, that is so lovely. And you know what? We've just had someone that has bought not only the book, let me see what they did. Looks like they bought 2 books.
Wow.
There you go.
Yeah.
One for a friend. So that would be 2 entries into the draw. And there's that beautiful Teddy. Oh, is that Teddy? No, Zeus.
Zeus has come up to have a look. He did that by himself.
Come up to have a look.
He jumped up and...
Hello, Zeus.
No, Katy Britton has bought 2 books.
Oh, wonderful.
And I cannot thank you enough. And if you want them signed or anything put in, you can let us know. Zeus is a handsome, long-haired chihuahua that's looking for a girlfriend. Hasn't been very successful. His sister scares them all off. Just so that you know. All right, so we're going to go.
Beautiful.
Katy Britton, have you got a question, honey? You just let me know. Put it down there. We're going to wait for you while we talk about are we going to do another February, because Amit was the male?
Yes. So there's another February there, Chloe. Can you just double check?
Okay.
Yes.
Well, Amit's the only one who says, oh no, here we go. Big Mick Temple. Oh wait, we've not got a number of people in February here. So let's. Lorraine's the first one after Amit declared he's born in February. So Lorraine Watson.
Her
daughter.
Sorry, Lorraine.
You can't do that, Jen. She'll be waiting.
All right, Lorraine, you're up.
This is for Lorraine's daughter. No, Lorraine or Lorraine's daughter.
Lorraine.
But the next one as well, because you did say another name. And
so Lorraine and Big Mick are the winners of that.
Yeah, they get excited and then you go, oh, sorry, you can't do that.
Sorry. Yeah, I won't be taking any readings away. Lorraine, we'll start with you.
This is Lorraine. Lorraine's a beautiful person. Let's go. Do what sets your heart free. This is wintergreen. Don't let anyone trap you into doing anything you don't want to do. It is okay to walk away if you need to. Your affirmation is, I'm free to be who I want to be and where I want to be. It's about inner strength, surrender, release. Now, Lorraine, this is your card here. And wintergreen is very good if you've got any muscular pain at all. And I'm just going to pull some more here because I feel the need to. This is for Lorraine. What do we need to know? Oh, it says the same thing. Be free. Don't let anyone trap you. Walk away, and you need to just bring some balance in at the moment. There's a situation that you're weighing up, and it is going to be positive.
That's a good card.
Yeah, look, see, they're all there. So I hope that helps. Now, who was the other person you teased, Chloe?
Okay, Big Mick Temple, February 4th. Struggling with work decisions at the moment. Thank you.
Okay, let's go. Big Temple.
Zeus likes these cards too.
You want to choose one?
Animals seem to be naturally drawn to the cards, I've noticed.
I noticed too.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Bella's always
The
kind of
energy.
looking at them, yeah.
It must be the energy. So he really wants them.
Now,
Step back,
the
Zeus.
question was, remember?
Struggling with work
decisions.
decisions at the moment. So he wants to know about decisions
He
around
or
work.
she? We're not sure. Is it he? Yeah.
Well,
it
Big
looks like a
Mick.
he.
I'm not sure, so
Big
they.
Mick sounds like.
Okay. So I do feel that
Mick.
when I get this card, it says the situation's blessed and what's going to happen. So it's been a timing thing, but there is going to be some changes with your work. You're going to have to look for something else. See, you've hit a brick wall, and no matter what you do, you're not seeming to progress. I also feel that there's something that's, you're just over it. You've just had enough. And you need to do a clean sweep. You know, clean sweep is just cut your losses and go and find what you do want, because right now it's not serving you. And there you are there. I've just cut the deck. I'm cutting it again, and it says you'll find improvement, but you need to look for something new right now that you can do better, that can improve. And then you'll be moving on. See that? So
That's
I
awesome.
hope that helps. And we're just going to get another one from the Essential Oil deck to get you an affirmation for this. It says, fun times ahead, release your creative side, enjoy yourself, fill your life with healing colour. And it's about you now being creative, finding what you want. And see the hidden hearts in that card. There's 2 hearts. And this is saying it's important that you do what you love doing. Don't let anyone else interfere. You deserve to be happy right now. So look for what you want to do.
Tina's here.
Oh, hello, Katina. She loves Zeus.
She says, happy birthday, and Zeus.
Ah, that's lovely. Now, Katie Britton, have you put your question up? Will we find our new home soon? Let's go with this. This is for Katie Britton. Bought 2 decks. How good is that?
Wow.
Wow.
2 books? 2 decks?
2 books, sorry.
2
2 books. Thanks, Chloe.
No. It's fine.
I think she already has 2 decks.
I know.
Katie.
2 books and
And I
2
think she's
decks.
already bought the book too.
Yeah.
These are good cards.
Aren't they?
Mm,
Wow, I don't even want to pull another one.
I know.
But they're all so good.
I know.
Right. And shouldn't have pulled that one, so we'll find out what that's about. Okay. Situation is blessed, Katie. There is going to be something happening, but it's about the money right now. You are encouraged to look for what you want. Go ahead with it, because it can happen, and also it will be a positive change for you. Now, you have to look at your other options as well, because it's not just going to be the first thing that you have. You will find your new home, but you need to look, and it's just about cleaning up a few things that you've got happening now, and also deciding where you want to be and the money side of it as well. But yes, there will be, you will find your new home, and it's just a matter of when and where now for Katie. And because you've got 2, I'm getting 1 more. Keep moving forward, it says, and find another way, stay off the slippery slope. Perseverance is needed right now. So you need to persevere to get this new home. Your affirmation is, I can do anything I set my mind to with minimum effort and ease. And it was Manuka. Now look at the number 331, which is a 4. 4 is about stability. And when I'm explaining the meaning of the 4, I always say, think of a house. You draw a square when you're drawing a house, especially when you're a little kid. And that's how you know that what 4 is about. It's about stability. It's about finding where you want to be and what you want to do. So I hope that helps, Katie. What have we got now? Big Mick says, thank you so much. I can relate completely. Thank you so much. I love the feedback.
That's great.
That's
feedback.
awesome. So it's been an hour now, Katy-K. So you've got 2 choices.
Right.
Would you like?
I
It does fly.
I continue.
You can continue.
Time.
All right.
Let's see what our cheeky sister says.
What did she say? Maybe you need to draw her a card.
She says, my sister's birthday is the 14th of February, lol.
Meaning you.
Yeah,
today.
exactly, meaning you.
Well, it's
So,
not me.
No. What's the
It's
criteria
definitely you.
for this?
What's the criteria for the next one?
Yeah.
I just think it's the cheekiest sister. That's the criteria for this next draw. But,
That comes across biased.
Draw
So
one for Auntie.
we're just going to get one for her.
okay, lovely.
And then we got, you think of what the
All
next
right.
criteria is.
Okay, so yes.
Now we know what we say about spikenard, don't we? Not the prettiest card there.
What is spikenard? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
very
remember that.
gnarly. It's about gratitude, completion, and acceptance. It says you are on the right path. Keep going. When one door shuts, another one opens. It can lead to improvement. Finish off what you've started. Not all endings are negative. So there are some closings coming up for you that are positive, not negative. And it's just about accepting that sometimes there's change, but they're good changes. And I do feel that there's gratitude that will be expressed to you as well. Look at that. I have a funny
Yeah, it's not
about that card, but I don't think I'll mention it today.
No,
you might see it in the book.
It's not the prettiest at all. All right, so is Chloe still there? Because she's the only one who can, well, you could probably see as well. So,
Chloe loves our
what's
doggies. And Lorraine says, thank you. I definitely have the muscle aches. Where do I get wintergreen oil from? Well, Jules is going to clue you up on that one. Okay?
I can definitely. So what we'll do is we can just post through where you can get those oils. So both Katy-K and I, we use a specific range of oils, but what we'll do is we'll shoot that through to you. And we're looking at, oils that are 100% pure. We want the integrity of the oils. So yeah, we'll touch base with you there. Catherine, if you could, or Katy-K, can you just write down the listeners, the viewers' name, and we'll make sure that we send a link. I
will.
Yeah, thank you for that. But yeah, so definitely, I was actually going to mention that if you're interested in any of the oils, we can help you source those as well, because actually the oils are great, uplifting as well as very therapeutic as well. So yeah, we'll make sure you've got that information. Okay, so the next criteria. Okay, so anyone who has, and we'll have to exclude Katie Britton, but anyone who has the 2 decks and has just purchased the book. Is there anyone coming through who's done that?
Yes.
And then I just want to do a random one after that, and after that one, the 5th comment to come through.
Okay.
Okay. So Chloe, you're going to have to think about that. So the first person is anyone who's got both decks and has just purchased a book. And then after that,
type
both
deck and book if you're one of those people.
Yes, if you have 2 decks in the book, type that now, and you'll be quick.
And then after that, the 5th person to comment.
Oh, Lorraine's got all 3. Oh my gosh, she has. But we just did yours.
So we'll hold fire on that, Lorraine, and we'll wait.
And she loves essential oils. That is so good.
That's good.
That is very
so
good.
if you have the 2 decks, and of course you've ordered the book or you're about to order the book, you'll
even about to order, she'll accept. So that could be anyone.
Yeah. So you're gonna buy the book, and that would be good. Who have we got? And what was the 5th comment?
The 5th comment from.
Are you counting?
There.
From there.
From Lorraine's comment.
Yeah.
Or from.
Yeah.
I'll do it from Lorraine's comment.
Okay. It says, Leslie Arneson, I am buying a book, but how do I get it signed and still get the discount? You can get the discount if you order today. Yes, you will get it signed. You just have to shoot me off a message, put a message on the order, or
in the notes.
In the note Messenger, and do that. Upstairs is the cord, Chloe. So if you just shoot that message and saying my Mac will sleep soon unless plugged into a PowerPoint. We're going to get a PowerPoint, otherwise it's going to be all over. Yes, if you want your books signed, I can sign them. You just have to let me know when you place the order via Messenger or via email, and I'll make sure that that happens. And thank you for that comment, Leslie. That is really good. Corolla Worth, she says, I got 2 decks, but will buy the book. Definitely. Let's see what we can get for you, Corolla, while Chloe's trying to go and get a lifeline for me with a plug. Hurry, Chloe. So.
And if it does cut out, that'll be the Mercury in retrograde coming in. Just reminding you to charge. We all get that.
Yes, it's the coffee machine was before, Chloe, upstairs. Okay, so let's go. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It'll have to be the new plug. We just got to make sure we can reach, which might be a trick. Here you go. Thank you. Just excuse us plugging in. Not going to reach. No, it's got the different end. We might be finishing due to the Mac wants to put to sleep. But Corolla, while I can,
yes,
more positive here for you. You're a manifestor. Ask for what you want and know that you're going to be secure and safe. I also feel that there'll be more interaction with your family this year, and that you should also start moving forward with what start moving forward with the goals that you have set, the things that you're wanting to do, because there is an opportunity for things to get better. Keep going all the way, Chloe. Yes, it's working. We're charging. We could get some extra time out of this. Yeah, and yes, Corolla, we can catch up and you can grab the book. They should be here by the end of the month, and so that would be good. Is there a criteria, another one, Jules? And then, of course, we're going to have to let people go. They'll be sick of us. They'll be over it. They'll be wanting to go.
I am just feeling like, wouldn't it be nice if you could just sort of do a reading for someone who's a first-timer to the Modern Oracle page?
Okay. Yes.
So is there someone that this is your first time ever that you've come here because someone's invited you or told you about it happening today? I wonder if there's anyone like that.
And I want to thank Moira for sending her whole community to me. And she always shares my playbacks as well, which brings new people in to enjoy it. So that is really good.
So maybe one of Moira's friends are here today for the first time.
Here we go, Lisa Beveridge.
Have you got a question, Lisa? If you've got a question, put it down and we'll wait for you. And Carrie Ann Hurtnon, you're the next one. So put your questions down and we're going to come to you and we'll make that happen. The other thing I wanted to tell you about is Valentine's Day is a special time, not just for me, but it's about showing appreciation to the people that you love. And that is the energy of gratitude. And when you have the energy of gratitude, good things come into your life. You start to change. And when you have that energy, you also attract other people in that energy. So it's a lovely, lovely thing to do. Okay. Who have we got? Oh, Susan Fitzellen Maguire says, do one from Moira.
Here we go. So we've got Lisa first.
We've got Lisa.
Here we go. I would like confirmation on a passive income.
Okay, confirmation on passive income. So this is for Lisa. She wants confirmation that there will be a passive income for her.
Or maybe she's saying that perhaps the passive income she's thinking of, you know, if we can confirm that for her, I'm not sure.
Yes, let's see.
Either way, let's get a message.
Okay. There will be a golden opportunity there for this passive income, and there is someone else that will be involved or will guide you. You need to sort out a few other things as well before this can grow, and it is there's something that needs clearing up that's been frustrating you. If you take a closer look and learn a little bit more about what you're wanting to do and how you can bring it into your life with balance, there will be a positive change. Yes, you can do this passive income, and I do feel that it will start off a bit slow, but then it'll take off. Do the one that you're thinking of, but you'll bring something else in as well to make the passive income work. So yes, there can be. No, Kerry Ann's got her question, Chloe.
Yes. My question, with gratitude, thank you, Kerry Ann. Will I ever have my own home?
Oh, let's ask. Kerry Ann, will she ever have her own home? Let's see. Oh. Ooh. I do this when I'm reading for Julianne. Or for Julie. And she's going, what's happening? What's happening? All the time. It's just to tease her. Okay. Yes, you'll have a choice of which way you want to go with this. You will have your own home. It'll be a new beginning for you, a new start, but you have to get free of all the things holding you back first before you can do that. But no, the situation is blessed, and at the right time, it's your karmic journey to actually own your own home, and it can happen. But there are some hurdles that you've got to get over first, and then you will have that home. Lisa says, thank you for great advice.
Lorraine says, I'm very thankful to you and what you've shared and done for me so far. That's lovely, Lorraine.
That's lovely. That's lovely. We might have missed some of your comments, but we really appreciate you joining us. Is there another criteria, Jules?
Well, I just think we might just finish with a card for everyone, just for, you know, February. It's a fantastic month. Yeah, like a card just to encourage everyone today. You might like to draw an essential oil card and then follow it by Modern Oracle. Yes. But I just wanted to say congratulations one more time. Your book is fabulous. I know that many, many people are going to just be, I'm going to say, blown away and really enjoy the book. It's a book out of any book that I've seen that is easy to read, but funny at times. There is a bit of humor in it. But it just really opens up the psychic world. So you're going to love that book. So let's have over to you for the last say and what card comes up.
Congratulations.
Yes, cheers, congratulations.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thanks for the review, Jules. She's like me. She's very blunt, but she's a bit softer. She won't say anything she doesn't mean, and she always tells the truth. So you can believe it.
It's an excellent book.
Thank you.
And it's so economical, like you're going to get the secrets. So yeah.
Someone likes my assistant there.
Kathy, your assistant is doing
fantastic job.
Thanks, Tina.
So let's get a card. And this is for everyone. Message from the spirit world for you. And the card we have drawn, oh my gosh, we couldn't have got a nicer card. Sandalwood. That is the spiritual card. That is the psychic card. Okay? And this card says spiritual devotion, surrender. Know that you are blessed and have a direct link to the divine. Your guides and helpers are with you at this time and will assist you to achieve the best outcome. Your affirmation is, my guides and angels are always with me. I am blessed. Number 44, which is an 8 there. And you know, 8 is the spiritual number as well. For those of you who have these, sorry about the armpit then, have the essential oil deck, you will see the little book in there. And I'm going to show you how to find the meanings of the numbers for the newbies. Page 14, 8 is power, money, expanding, abundance, controlling. So taking control. And the law of attraction, which I love the most, a sign of success. There you go. So that's awesome. What that card means for everyone. See, wonderful. It's a treasure chest of spiritual knowledge, and I do believe it's about the book because it's a spiritual book.
Yes,
all going to grow, and there's an abundance of knowledge in there that's going to overflow. But know that you are all blessed.
And sandalwood's one of your favourites.
It is. Yeah. It is. 53 cards, and you could have. We could have pulled any of them, and maybe a dodge.
Exactly.
Yeah, you could have
I feel the cards just gave you a big kiss.
They did.
They gave a big kiss on the cheek.
And thank you
and
so much.
Just to remind everyone, if you are interested in essential oils, pop it in the comment box, and we will follow up with you. Because Katy-K and myself, we can help you with that. But also go to Katy-K.com to get your copy of the book. There it is. Thank you, Chloe. And remember, 24 hours, it's on sale for $19.95, and then the price is it $29.95 that it goes up to, Katy-K?
Yes, it goes to $29.95 after
Yeah.
the 24 hours.
Yeah.
So
And
it's getting it now and saving yourself some
Yes,
money. I'm just pulling a
Katy-K-
card for Moira because there's a big fan club in there saying pull a card for
Fan club.
Moira. So this is for Moira Hunter.
Okay.
Pulling 3 cards.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh my God, Moira, you
Like
couldn't
the
have
best.
Was that like more up?
More up. So just take your time right now. You're on the right path. There's happiness coming your way, and you are a manifester. You will make it happen.
My 2
Stick
favorite
with the
cards.
greens. Stick with the greens as well, and you'll know what I mean about that. You're on the right path, Laura. Blessings to you too. Lisa says, thank you for the amazing card readings today. You're all very welcome, and thank you all for joining me. And Michelle Smart says, amazing job, girls. Well, you all had to put up with us, and we're a bit cheeky, aren't we? But we did. We hope we did all right. We hope we did all right.
It was lovely.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah.
Yes, happy Valentine's.
Yes, I'm actually thinking this has been so much fun that on my monthly readers, I'm going to choose a guest interviewer from the many fans.
Ooh, great idea.
Great
Yeah,
idea. That's a really good idea.
So, yeah. All right. Aloha. And
Goodbye.
Aloha.
And
Bye.
Happy birthday.
Ciao for now.
We'll have the replay on if you missed your message so that you can see, and we feel blessed that you all joined us. So have a good week and a good time.